Some people might be looking for a high-quality CPU that offers top-tiered, multi-threaded performance and can consistently deliver smooth, immersive gameplay. The AMD Ryzen 9 7950X does just this, and it's my choice as the best AMD gaming CPU in 2023. AMD processors offer a few key benefits compared to Intel competitors, and the AMD Ryzen 9 7950X is a premium CPU that delivers outstanding energy efficiency and consistent high-end performance. In contrast to the previously mentioned AMD Ryzen 7 5800X, the 7950X is based on AMD's new Zen 4 architecture, which now uses a 5nm manufacturing process that includes more powerful hardware to boost performance and help reduce pipeline stalls. The thermal performance is also solid and offers a maximum supported temperature of only 95 degrees Celsius, though the 170-watt thermal design power is relatively high and it doesn't include a cooler. It's also compatible with the latest AM5 motherboards to future-proof your purchase. And you get PCI Express 5.0 support for next-gen graphics cards and high-speed NVMe SSDs. It ships with 16 CPU cores that offer SMT support, 32 processing threads to further boost the all-around performance, and 64 megabytes of L3 cache. And it has a high base clock of 4.7 GHz and can turbo boost as high as 5.7 GHz depending on the workload. And if you want additional frame rates, it routinely delivers exceptional multi-threading performance, benchmark tests, and responsiveness, which makes it a great choice for everything from high-level gaming to creating content. In addition, it now offers integrated graphics to help with gameplay and supports DDR5 RAM with speeds of up to 5200 MHz to reduce latency when playing your favorite titles. The AMD Ryzen 9 7950X offers a new architecture that delivers a noticeable boost to performance over previous models, and it offers exceptional multi-threading performance that should be able to reliably power through demanding titles or other CPU-intensive tasks. If you're after a high-end CPU that performs well in just about any situation, this is an ideal choice for you.
This year at CES, we announced a new addition to our desktop processor lineup, the Ryzen 7000 series processors with AMD 3D V-Cache technology. Today, I want to share some exciting news about these next-gen processors. This marks the first time that we've offered 3D V-Cache technology with our Ryzen 9 processors, which means that enthusiasts will be able to harness both the ultimate gaming performance and the ultimate creator performance in one processor, so no workload is off limits. I know that many gamers highly anticipate these processors coming to market, so today I'll share everything you need to know about these new processors, including pricing and availability. It's a straightforward upgrade with the advanced AM5 platform. You can install your new Ryzen 7000 series processor, update your chipset driver and BIOS, and you're good to go. And since all AM5 motherboards support an easy BIOS flash feature, you don't need to worry about BIOS compatibility. As far as cooling solutions go, we recommend using at least a 280mm all-in-one liquid cooler for the best performance. A range of cooler options for the Ryzen 7000 series processors can be found on AMD.com. Now let's talk briefly about suggested pricing for each of these new parts. The Ryzen 7 7800X3D will be offered for $449, the Ryzen 9 7900X3D for $599, and the top-of-the-line Ryzen 9 7950X3D for $699. We are excited to get these processors in your hands so you can enjoy the fastest gaming performance in the world. And you can expect to see the Ryzen 9 processors, including the 7950X3D and the 7900X3D, available on shelves beginning February 28th. The Ryzen 7 7800X3D will be available soon thereafter on April 6th. We look forward to seeing what you can do with all that processing power in the new Ryzen 7000 series processors with AMD 3D V-Cache technology.
Welcome to a world where you are not constrained by time nor space, not forced to play by the rules. Things are different. You have the speed to be anywhere or everywhere, the power to create worlds at a whim, the presence to capture the attention of masses with a single post. You will discover the curious, the enthralling, the strange, the wonderful, and find no boundaries save for those set by your own imagination. Get unrivaled performance for everything you do with the fastest chip we've ever built, the 13th Gen Intel Core processors. Welcome to a world that you define. How wonderful is that?
Next up, I have a high-quality CPU that offers outstanding single-core and multi-threaded performance to consistently produce smooth frame rates and top-tier gameplay. The Intel Core i9-13900K is a great choice for serious users, and it's my choice as the best Intel gaming CPU in 2023. With its outstanding number of cores, compatibility with various kinds of Intel motherboards, and premium gaming performance at a fairly reasonable rate, the Intel Core i9-13900K is an excellent choice for power users, serious streamers, or competitive online gamers. Like the previously mentioned Intel Core i5-13600K processor, it comes with a 7nm lithography and hybrid Raptor Lake architecture that integrates two core microarchitectures to optimize the workload and deliver more consistent performance under demanding tasks. Despite its increased number of cores and having more cache, it's relatively efficient and doesn't require much more power than its predecessor, though it can run somewhat hot over longer periods of gaming or working. In addition, it has an LGA 1700 socket that's compatible with Intel 600 and 700 series chipset-based motherboards. It has a total of 24 cores, which include 8 performance cores to deliver smooth frame rates, an outstanding 16 efficiency cores to further boost the gaming and multi-threaded performance, 36 megabytes of L3 cache to help improve its efficiency, and a 5.8 GHz max frequency when not overclocked. Overall, it delivers top-tier single-core performance and premium multi-core responsiveness, so it's an excellent choice for avid mainstream gamers or serious streamers, though it's likely overkill for casual users. It also offers DDR5 support up to 5600 MHz, along with DDR4 up to 3200 MHz, to give you more control over the memory. The Intel Core i9-13900K is one of the fastest CPUs currently on the market, and it offers a high core count, integrated graphics to improve your gameplay, and exceptional single-core and multi-threaded performance to routinely deliver a satisfying gaming experience each time. This is an excellent choice if you want a top-tier Intel gaming CPU that can handle demanding workloads or titles with ease.
Last but not least, the AMD Ryzen 5 7600X has made it to our list as well. AMD's flagship entry-level 6-core Ryzen 5 7600X is the bookend model in the new Ryzen 7000 Raphael lineup. Looking at the specifications, the AMD Ryzen 7 7600X requires a new AM5 motherboard, which will only take DDR5 RAM. The shift to AM5 might be a downside for some potential buyers, but it also comes with the upgrade to PCIe 5.0 and DDR5 with 6 cores, 12 threads, and a boost frequency of 5.3 GHz. The Ryzen 5 7600X isn't messing around. The 7600X also comes with integrated graphics, running a dual-core RDNA 2 GPU. This isn't going to scare any dedicated graphics card, but it's a worthy inclusion considering the applications in GPU-less systems like lightweight laptops and office PCs. There's AV1 and HEVC decoding, and support for DisplayPort 2.0, HDMI 2.1, and USB Type-C video output, which all serve to keep this chip competitive with Intel's upcoming offerings. In terms of performance, yes, the Ryzen 5 7600X uses noticeably more power compared to its predecessor, the 5600X. That increased power draw and thermal output is unsurprising when you look at the performance figures. The 7600X smokes its 12th Gen Intel equivalent and can even go toe-to-toe with the Core i9-12900K, a CPU that costs almost twice as much. Those mighty cores also leave the 12900K in the dust when it comes to single-threaded gaming performance, performing incredibly well in Metro, Exodus, F1 2022, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. AMD is marketing the 7600X as a processor built for intense gaming action, a mission statement that it absolutely delivers on. One thing the 7600X doesn't come with is a dedicated cooling solution. To conclude, Ryzen 5 7600X brings the Zen 4 architecture and new connectivity, like PCIe 5.0 and DDR5. The Ryzen 9 7950X slots in as the overall performance champ for PCs, while the Ryzen 5 7600X is unquestionably the fastest gaming chip on the market for $300. You got it. So that's it for the top 5 best CPU for gaming in the market for this year. Like, comment, and subscribe to receive the notifications about our latest video.
Like the Intel Core i5, which is a great all-around processor that offers an impressive core count, good thermal performance, and enough power for most tasks, and is my choice as the best gaming CPU for most people in 2023. The only problem is that the Intel Core i5 isn't perfect for everyone, and if you don't know some specific things to look for, you could end up with a processor that won't work well for you, which is why I've made sure to include options for all types of people and all the information you'll need to know to find the perfect product. So, regardless of what you intend on using it for, I'll have the best CPU for you. I'll also have links to the best and most up-to-date prices on all the products I mentioned in this video in the description. Starting off, most people might be looking for a CPU that doesn't run too hot, is easy to install, and can reliably deliver smooth frame rates and good performance in most situations. The Intel Core i5-13600K checks these boxes, and it's my choice as the best gaming CPU for most people in 2023. The Intel Core i5-13600K is a powerful gaming CPU that delivers outstanding performance for the price, and it offers a generous core count to maintain efficiency, solid thermals, and comparable all-around performance to more expensive models. Like other 13th generation Intel processors, it's based on the updated Raptor Lake architecture, which comes with 2 types of cores to distribute workloads and deliver speedier, more efficient performance each time. The thermal performance is solid considering its all-around speed and offers a 100 degrees Celsius thermal ceiling for some overclocking, though it's hotter than the previous model and requires more power to run than AMD alternatives like the Ryzen 7 5800X, which I'll mention later. In addition, it still has an LGA 1700 socket that's compatible with 12th generation ready coolers and 600 or 700 series chipset-based motherboards. On the inside, you get 20 threads, 6 speedy performance cores with hyper-threading technology to deliver smooth frame rates with most demanding mainstream titles, 8 efficiency cores to further boost performance, and 24 MB of L3 cache to help reduce latency, which makes it a great choice for nearly any gaming or streaming requirement. It also offers boosted memory capabilities and can support DDR5 up to 5600 MHz and DDR4 up to 3200 MHz, depending on your build's needs. And it offers support for PCIe 5.0 and 4.0, Thunderbolt 4 technology, Wi-Fi 6E, and more. The Intel Core i5-13600K is a quality and versatile gaming CPU that outperforms the price tag, and it comes with a massive amount of threads and useful cores that routinely deliver smooth and crisp gameplay to help give you a competitive edge when playing. If you're looking for a responsive gaming CPU that can offer impressive in-game performance across the board, this is a great choice.
As you know, this is just the beginning. And in all, Lenovo is going to have 50 different laptops, desktops, and workstations powered by AMD in 2023. That's a big number. So stay tuned because, as we like to say, we're just getting started.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, lots of systems will be out there, but now let's move into desktops. And I know a few of you may be waiting for some desktop chips, perhaps, right? Yes? No? Maybe? So one of the biggest recent innovations in gaming PCs has been our introduction of 3D V-cache memory technology in our Ryzen 5800 X3D CPUs last year. What we did is we used 3D packaging to stack memory on top of CPUs to deliver substantially more performance in gaming. When Ryzen 5800 X3D launched, it launched as the world's fastest gaming processor. And tonight, I'm very excited to announce that we are now bringing 3D V-cache technology to our Ryzen 7000 processors. The Ryzen 7 7800 X3D is 8 cores, 16 threads, up to 5 gigahertz frequency, and 104 megabytes of cache, which more than doubles the cache compared to the Ryzen 7700X non-X3D version. And these larger caches are important, especially in gaming. Now, let's take a look at some of this performance. The 7800 X3D delivers, on average, 15% more performance than the 5800 X3D across popular games. Is that okay? But guys, as great as the 7800 X3D is, I've had a lot of our fans asking me for even higher end options. So for tonight, I'm very happy to announce that we're also bringing 3D V-cache technology to 12 and 16 core Ryzen 7000 processors. We've been working hard on this. The Ryzen 9 7950 X3D is our first 16-core Ryzen processor with V-cache technology and our fastest 3D stack chip ever. It features 16 high-performance CPU cores, boost speeds up to 5.7 gigahertz, and a huge 144 megabyte cache. So let's take a look at some of this performance. In 1080p gaming performance versus the competition, you can see that the 7950 X3D is faster across a wide range of games, consistently delivering much higher frames per second, which makes this the ultimate processor for gamers and creators. So when you think about processors, you also need great games. And what I'd like to show you now is one of the most anticipated new games of 2023, Star Wars Jedi Survivor from our friends at Respawn. You know, this title has actually been developed on Ryzen, and it's been optimized for Ryzen processors. So let's take a look at some gameplay footage.
The next one on our list is Intel Core i7-13700K desktop processor. This 13th Gen Core Raptor Lake desktop processor family has garnered the attention of gamers and creators for all good reasons. The best thing about this processor is that it provides a Core i9 gaming experience at i7 pricing. The Core i7-13700K's performance stems from its 5.4 GHz boost clock and Intel's addition of 4 more E-cores, bringing the chip to 16 total cores and 24 threads. Plus, it has an E-core boost of 4.2 GHz. Intel also etched the cores on a new larger die, and there are 68 MBs of combined L2 and L3 cache. The combination of higher clocks and more cores delivers a sizable leap forward in multi-threaded workloads. This SKU's highest boost frequency is 5.8 GHz, and it will be available with integrated UHD graphics 770. The CPU has a TDP of 125 watts, although the Intel Core i7-13700K may be used for short bursts of time to 253 watts. That is a lot of power, especially when combined with a high-powered GPU like the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090. The heat can be hard to control, so you'll need to plan for a beefy chip cooler. On the flip side, you can now easily overclock to the highest clock rates we've ever seen, and that's even without using exotic cooling. Moreover, complete DDR4 and DDR5 RAM compatibility is included, allowing you to keep your existing RAM if preferred. Intel claims a 15% improvement in single-threaded performance and a 41% improvement in multi-threaded performance. These enhancements are primarily the result of higher frequency and thread count. To cut the long story short, it easily outperforms the competing AMD Ryzen 7000 chip, making it one of the best CPUs for gaming and a chart topper in our CPU benchmark hierarchy.